Today's incident comes at a time when frustrations are running high at airports to begin with because of massive cancellations and delays plaguing the summer travel season for one. Just today, more than 1,200 flights were canceled and nearly 8,000 were delayed. And yesterday, two Delta planes collided near a gate at Miami International Airport, causing hours-long delays there. And we're also learning this. American Airlines did not notify the parents of a 10-year-old passenger traveling by herself when her connecting flight had been canceled. The same airline temporarily lost a 12-year-old unaccompanied child earlier this month. And meanwhile, the CEO of United Airlines saying the airport chaos isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So Nick Ewan, the Points Guy Director of Content, is joining me now. Nick, thank you for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
And Nick, not that this is your fault, but I think I'm expressing the anger of a lot of Americans here. The airlines got a bailout during the pandemic. They just made record profits. So where's that money going?
Well, I think it's right to be frustrated because airlines did get a lot of money to help ensure that they were operationally sound for when demand came back. Simply put, they did not understand how quickly or foresee how quickly all of this was going to come back. But then also very few people saw the cascading issues that have come across the travel industry, because as easy as it is to blame that airline, there are many other things that are impacting some of these poor operational performance issues, things like air traffic control shortages with ground staff that are outside of the aircraft control, and then of course weather that no one has any control over. So it is very easy to point fingers at the airlines, and I do think that we are going to see improvement over the months to come, but it definitely has been a bumpy ride, and I think will continue for the rest of the summer and into the fall.
I mean, it's easy to point fingers at the airlines and sometimes hard to point fingers at ourselves. I do want to ask, I mean, so many people coming out of this pandemic are at capacity. There is a simmering discontent and anger under a lot of people's experience right now. Are passengers part of the problem here?
Well, I certainly don't want to generalize and say that all passengers are to blame here. But at the end of the day, one of the most important things that you can bring when you set foot on a plane, on an airport, in a hotel, on any form of transportation is patience. Things are going to go wrong. And that's just the nature of traveling, especially these days. If you can bring a little bit of your patience and understand that that gate agent, that flight attendant, the pilots, whoever you're interacting with, they are simply trying to do their best to get you to your destination as quickly and as safely as possible. We thought that we would see potentially with a shift away from the mask mandate, a drop in some of these incidents, but I think there are a lot of people that are just so frustrated with some of these issues that they look for an outlet, and sadly that oftentimes does get directed at fellow passengers or sometimes at crew members, and that's what's really unfortunate. But bring your patience. Things are going to go wrong, but the last thing you want to do is cause a situation like we saw in Dallas today that can take a situation that should be easy to manage and turn it into an utter disaster.
Absolutely. All right, Nick Ewan, Director of Content for thepointsguy.com. Thank you so much for your time.